friend, Kevin McCarthy, or your conscience, but that he called you and he said something that, in your view, belittled your faith because you were praying on how to vote. Can you explain how that conversation went?
Yeah, he just basically said something that I thought belittled me and my belief system, and that pretty much sealed it with me right there. I thought that showed the character of the man, and I wanted to listen to him. I was wanting to talk to him. I wanted to do it a long time ago. I was wanting to do it while we were. I went in Congress to talk the 6 weeks we were on break from August through the first 2 weeks in September. And yet I said to him during the conversation, I wish you hadn't waited until right now to call me.
Yeah, that's odd. Members of Congress or political leaders, Americans in general, saying that they're going to pray on something is a fairly common thing to say. It's not. What did he say?
It's not just me. I'm not just saying that. I mean, I do. I sweat over these issues. I worry about the single moms working 2 jobs in my district, and that we're taking in $5 trillion, and we don't have the discipline, and we spend $7 trillion. I worry about that, and the decreasing value of the dollar. I talked about how the shutdown of 3 or 4 days would have been terrible on working folks, but it would have been worse if our whole system collapsed. And I just can't get this conference to understand that we are going down off a cliff financially. And we were downgraded for the first time or second time, I think, and the agency said really 2 reasons. One was leadership, and one was fiscal maturity over the last 20 years. So it cuts both parties. But I was elected to do that, to be fiscally responsible, and dadgummit, that's what I'm going to do.
So, who do you think might have the votes to be Speaker of the House? Because in order for you to proceed on a mature fiscal path, as you're saying, you need a leader. Who? Tom Cole, Tom Emmer, Steve Scalise. Who do you think might have the votes to lead your party and the House?
All 3 of those would be excellent choices, and I think they can do an excellent job. They're honorable men, to me at least, and they've never openly mocked me anyway, and they sure as heck have always kept their word to me. So, and there's several others that have whispered in my ear during all this, and of course I don't want to out them. I understand that they have to keep their secrecy about them, but there are several milling around that are very interested in doing this. Another Mark Green from Tennessee is somebody that people have been talking about. So there are several out there that people are talking about.
I'm sorry, but I just find this so shocking. What exactly did he say to mock your faith, sir?
It really doesn't matter. It was just the fact that I publicly stated on your station, I think this morning, that I was praying about it, and I had 2 paths to go, either go with my friend or go with my conscience, and I was praying that God would tell me what to do, which He does. My daddy fought in the Pacific in the Second World War, and he talked about prayer a lot, and we were the Burchetts are praying people, and so I asked God to show me what the right thing to do is. And I'm not proselytizing to you. I'm not trying to save your soul, but that's the path I go down on a lot of bills. I pray for my wife. I pray for my daughter. I pray for my enemies. I pray for the Speaker. I pray for this president. And when things come up, I pray for his son. And as a Christian, that's what I'm supposed to do. But when someone mocks me like that and mocks my religion, and honestly, the Bible's pretty clear about God being mocked. So that's what sealed it right there for me. I said, this is not the quality or the character of person that I want as Speaker of the United States.
Yeah, I can't understand that at all. Do you expect that before you go to bed tonight, sir, that you'll have a new Speaker?
I have no earthly idea, brother. I do not know that. If you know that, you're a bigger insider than I thought you were.
Thanks for coming on, sir. Good to see you.
Thank you, brother. It's always a pleasure.
All right. Let's talk this over.